Hello everybody! Well, today I'm going to draw the parts for this Toro workman that I need to make. So basically the carburetor where the air filter would go onto it, the air box, is too big. It's not going to work with all the throttle linkage and stuff and the way it mounts. So I've come up with this idea of just 3D printing a adapter basically to go in here, and I'll just get an air filter that bolts on it or uses a hose clamp on the outside of it. So I'm going to make a new intake basically for the carburetor, and that's what we're going to make today. And I figured I might as well bring you guys along while I'm making the part so you can kind of see the whole behind the scenes of it. So right now I'm using Fusion 360, which is a CAD software by Inventor, and I took a couple years of Inventor Pro classes in high school. So I'm somewhat familiar with it. I'm still rusty because it's been over 10 years since I've messed with it. But it's relatively simple, relatively easy. Once I get all the parts drawn on this, I will have to put it in another software that writes all the G-code for the 3D printer. It adds in the filament, so you put what style filament you have. It has the size of nozzle tip you're using. It runs the temperatures for the head control, the bed, all the goodies. So stick around and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so what I'm making here is actually a test piece, so I can test to make sure that the flange is going to fit properly. So that way I'm not wasting a bunch of material printing one and not being quite right. So I'm making a test piece with this, then I can print it, I can go see how it fits, and then go from there and make any adjustments if I need to. So here we are, on to the next part. Alright, so here we are in Cura. This is the program that I use to write the G-code. So right here you put what kind of plastic you're using, the nozzle size. If you bring this menu down, you can choose whatever material you're using, and what size nozzle you've got on it. You can get into some more advanced stuff over here, but it works quite well. So like, here's the part that I drew up in Fusion. This is the final piece right here, and if I wanted to, I could print multiple. Put that over there, and I can also print multiple items. So here's the final test part. And here is the first test part, which I'm glad I did this. The holes were 1 millimeter too small, so I had to make them just a little bit bigger for this one. This one fits fine, so I went ahead and finished this one. So this is all ready. This is actually printing right now. So what I would do in this scenario is slice it. So you just click slicing down here once you get everything set, and then when you put your drive in the computer, it just saves it to it. And this one's gonna take about 3 hours to print, and then it'll be done. So just like that. Alright, so here's the part that we made on the computer here. So this will slide on here and get bolted on, and then I'll just get an air filter that fits on here with the hose clamp, and that will be the new air filter. The old air box took up a lot of room, and it was actually interfering with the shift linkage here, so this way it won't interfere now. So that's the fix.